What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of the CubCast Daily. We're back inside the building and things are looking very, very exciting on the channel at the moment. We're getting back into gear, back into producing regular content about news that is happening. Obviously, the January/December period is always a quiet period in the music industry, so I just want to say thank you for sticking with the channel, continuing to subscribe, continuing to throw the views on the videos, and of course, just supporting the channel's growth, which is absolutely crazy. We're now very close to hitting 68,000 subscribers, and we can do that with your help, so please do get involved via that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Now obviously the CubCast is all about news stories. It's all about kind of breaking down what's going on. We did launch a new show today, which is of course Audio Mac Trending. We also run the Billboard Review via this platform, but today we are looking at a very exciting piece of news. A piece of news that I feel will excite Afrobeats fans from around the world, because two of the biggest names right now are seemingly heading into a very exciting collaborative endeavor. This should be very, very enjoyable for those listening, and of course the excitement that brews around it is half of the fun as well. So we're going to bring up an image of basically an Instagram story, I think it was, basically sent out from a certain artist talking about a collaboration which is going to be happening. Now, if you haven't seen this yet and you're an Afrobeats fan, prepare to be excited, basically, because as you can see here, we do see Wizkid has posted a very exciting story, and it says Soundman Days Away, and it also says Rema featuring Wiz. Now, this is a collaboration that could shake the foundations of the modern Afrobeat genre when we're talking about two names that are very much in the know right now. Wizkid obviously had very recently released an album, More Love, Less Ego. The response has been mixed. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad response, because there are some bangers on there. Obviously, he's touring, still gaining all the kind of accolades that you would expect, and Made in Lagos is essentially a seminal album. That is a project that will go down in history as one of the most important Afrobeats projects of all time. I have no doubt in that whatsoever, especially this modern era. However, More Love, Less Ego kind of felt like it wasn't as potent at the time. I don't think it hit as many people as hard. However, it's still doing incredibly well. Off the back of this news, we have seen that Wizkid has been talking about Soundman Volume 2, which is obviously a very exciting endeavor. And now he is saying, first of all, on this, that Soundman is days away. Whether that means it's a this Friday release or whether it means it's going to be in a couple of weeks' time, I don't know. But what a way to kickstart the year that would be. Obviously, only releasing More Love, Less Ego in November or October, I think it was, and then moving on 3 months later to release a brand new project. Now, that's very exciting. Very, very exciting. Are we going to receive a More Love, Less Ego Deluxe? It looks like we aren't with this news landing. The Deluxe the Deluxe route is something we're seeing more and more in Afrobeats projects recently. It's a good way of kind of carrying on content. The way I would describe it is kind of doing shorts on YouTube. The shorts are basically an extension of a previous video. The Deluxe editions are essentially an extension of a previous project, hopefully maintaining a similar vibe and a similar energy, but repackaging it and representing it to people that may have missed it, and also giving you an extra incentive to listen. However, the second piece of very fun information from this particular story is that we are seeing Rema and Wizkid joining forces. Wow! This could be a monumental moment, because obviously Rema has one of the biggest releases of the last year, if not the biggest release, in Calm Down. It was then doubled up with on that Selena Gomez remix, and when we actually look at the intensity that this record is doing, absolutely crazy. We have seen, I think it's number 4 currently in the world Billboard charts for singles, which is ridiculous, and obviously it's been on top of the Afrobeats Billboard charts for I think 22 weeks now, which is absolutely insane. So when we're actually looking at I suppose, I just want to say that the scale of this project, Wizkid is without a doubt one of the biggest Afrobeats artists in the world. He will most likely retain that until the day he stops, because of just how potent More Love, Less Ego was, because of the tours he's able to do. He did very recently announce a brand new tour at the he's going to be touring again, and he's going to have a major show at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the UK. Tickets are available for that now, or at least you can apply for tickets for that, which is crazy. Selling out a stadium that big is an incredible deal, and obviously he is someone that is capable of doing that. Rema, on the other hand, very much represents the new school. Raven Roses, for me, was an album that represented transition. It was an album that represented sound going in a different direction, and I think Rema's sound individually is so unique in what he does. The vocal textures he's able to bring are spectacular, and he loves using very kind of organic sounding drums a lot of the time. If you listen to Calm Down, it's a very kind of acoustic sounding tune. When you listen to a lot of his other tunes as well, they have very kind of wooden sounding percussion a lot of the time, something that Wizkid tends to steer clear of. So when we're looking at these two as a collaboration, the thing that immediately jumps out at me is, where are they going to go sound wise? Are we going to go into a much more electronic zone? We have seen Wiz do that before with the sort of Love and Attention collaboration with Lo-J and SARS back in 2021, I think that was at the start of the year. Are we going to see it in that direction, or are we going to see it drift a little bit more towards Wizkid's zone, which is obviously a lot smoother, a lot more kind of padded, I want to say a lot more purple in the sort of soundscaping, a lot more sort of use of saxophones and kind of smooth pad textures, whereas Rema is of course a lot more electronic. I want to find out if we can, before this is released, where this is going to be. Also, in regards to Soundman Volume 2, we have no idea on size, we have no idea on scale. We do know that there is a Raven Roses Deluxe dropping later on this year, where we are likely to see, obviously that Selena Gomez remix will be a part of that, but we're likely to see other singles on there as well. But we can see confirmed, as far as I'm aware, it is confirmed, at least via this tweet we can see here from Album Talks, which is a relatively credible source, that Rema and Wizkid are set to be on the same record for the first time, and they've also put a tweet out as well, which says that Wizkid has confirmed that this is going to be on Soundman Volume 2. So that's very exciting indeed. Yeah, I'm excited for this as a project. I don't think if you're an Afrobeats fan, you can't be not excited about this as a link-up. Again, the artist with the most streamed, I think it's the most streamed release of last year with Calm Down, and obviously Wizkid, seminal as an artist, has been #1 this year with the with obviously Essence, that did go to #1 on the Afrobeats Billboard chart, and Made in Lagos is still on the global charts for albums, by the way. How insane is that? That Made in Lagos is still on the global albums chart. Incredible stuff. But again, this is a link up that should be very exciting indeed. And this is the thing I love about these CubCast episodes. We can now ask your opinions. Guys, I need you to get into the comment section down below, and I need to hear from you guys about how you're feeling about this as a link-up. Are we expecting this to be in Wizkid's zone or in Rema's zone? It is on a Wizkid project, but something Wizkid always does very well is kind of fuse his styles. He's almost like chameleon-esque. If you look back to Made in Lagos, for instance, the collaborations on there are all very silky, and they're all very nicely intertwined with the collaborative artists that get involved. With this one, are we going to see a similar thing, or are we going to see Wiz go entirely over to Rema's zone? Are we going to see Rema come all the way back? I want to hear what you think about that one as well. And I also want to hear about what you think about this as a collaboration in general. Two big names colliding. Do we think it'll be a success? Do we think it's a money move? Do we think it's going to be a flop? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. I am so keen to hear from you guys on this one, because this is obviously, this shows a lot of potential to be the first big drop of the year. We're only in January, and this is obviously the period where we're seeing new releases start to be announced. Camino had a new project out today. We do know that Lo-J has a new single out this week. We know Joe Boy's got a new single out this week, and we're hearing other previews landing as well. Say Vibes and Kiz Daniel, I think, have a collaboration on the way that we covered. So yeah, loads of things are happening. Loads of things are getting exciting. So I want you guys in the comment section down below to let me know how you're feeling about this collaboration in particular. And as always, if you have enjoyed this video, please do make sure you are getting involved with the channel by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Make sure, as well as this, you are following on TikTok, because we are putting daily content up onto the TikTok page as well, and that's a great way to kind of stay more involved with the channel and of course support us as well, and it only takes a click, so please do go and follow. There is a link in the description down below. That's it from me though. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, do get involved, and we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCam TV. Stay locked.